Good morning once again, everybody. This morning, 3 UN envoys met with Iraqi officials trying to quell a crisis between the U.S. and Iraq. The envoys are trying to get Saddam Hussein to back down on his order to expel U.S. weapon inspectors. One UN diplomat described the atmosphere during today's talks as very nice. More talks are planned. Iraq again barred U.S. inspectors from sites near Baghdad today for a third time. The next development in the murder case of British au pair Louise Woodward could come as early as today. A judge is now considering options to overturn her second-degree murder conviction. Details now from NBC's Pat Dawson.
Hey, hey, hey.
With Louise Woodward's fate now solely in his hands, Judge Hiller Zobel heard her attorneys argue that the jury had rendered a verdict, but not justice.
And the defendant should not, in this case, if she acted merely reckless, should not be facing a mandatory life sentence.
They asked the judge to overturn the guilty verdict, order a new trial, or at least reduce the charge from second-degree murder to manslaughter. But prosecutors defended the murder conviction.
The jury plainly found that the defendant, in fact, inflicted the assaults on Matthew Eapen by shaking him.
In fact, the prosecution argued that there was no reason for the judge to intervene. The teenager's lawyers admitted a mistake in adopting the all-or-nothing charge to the jury, giving them only two choices, a murder conviction or acquittal, but said they'd been forced into it by an inappropriate charge of first-degree murder.
The defense view is that the case was overcharged.
The prosecution argued that since the defense had chosen to limit the jury's options, it was too late to change. There was also a long fight over medical testimony, including a defense claim that one autopsy photo withheld until the last days of the trial was crucial.
If we had had the photograph when we should have, in a timely fashion, we could have used it in order to establish a reasonable doubt.
Judge Zobel will issue a written ruling perhaps as early as today, a decision which could be Louise Woodward's last chance at freedom for a long time. Pat Dawson, NBC News, Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Republicans are celebrating key election victories this morning, but one of those victories was very close. Republican New Jersey Governor Christine Todd Whitman beat Democrat Jim McGreevey by around 20,000 votes out of more than 2 million cast.
So tonight we start on the next 4 years. And you know something? Those next 4 years are going to be even better than the last. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Analysts say the New Jersey race was a tight one because of voter anger over high property taxes and car insurance rates. Another Republican winner, Mayor Rudolph Giuliani of New York. He won by a wide margin over Democrat Ruth Messenger. Other big city incumbents winning re-election were the mayors of Detroit, Boston, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Minneapolis, and St. Paul. And there will be runoffs in Houston, Atlanta, and Miami. In Virginia, former Attorney General Jim Gilmore, a Republican, was elected governor, and a political newcomer, Paul Harris, was elected to the State General Assembly. Harris becomes the first black Republican to serve in that body in more than a century, winning the seat once held by Thomas Jefferson. Paul Harris now joins us this morning. Paul Harris, good morning and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you.
You won despite the fact that many black voters supported your white Democratic opponent. Where did you get your biggest support, Paul?
From all over the district, including predominantly black districts. We talked about the values that Virginians care about and revere, values of faith, family, and freedom. And we won every precinct in this district except one, and we're very pleased with our 63% showing.
You were raised, sir, in a subsidized housing project by a single mother, and yet you support welfare reform and oppose affirmative action. How do you square those two sides?
I square them with solid Jeffersonian principles of the right to pursue happiness in America. The difference between the party that I'm a member of and the Democratic Party is that Republicans really do believe that things are possible in America. Democrats are the party of possibilities, or probabilities rather, and we still believe that if you get up every morning and put one foot in front of the other, good things will happen, and that every American ought to be treated with equal dignity and respect under the law.
How important is it to you to being the first black Republican elected to this body in 100 years, sir?
It's a very daunting reality. It's one that I take soberly and obviously very gratified with. I think there's a tremendous responsibility that comes along with that. I think the possibilities of expanding the Republican Party under some leadership that I can provide are very certain. I look forward to making the Republican Party here in Virginia a permanent Republican majority, but most important in this victory is all of the support I've gotten from the people throughout this wonderful district. This truly is God's country.
Paul Harris, a very happy man this morning. Congratulations again, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Emotional testimony brought tears to the eyes of jurors Tuesday at the trial of Oklahoma City bombing suspect Terry Nichols. A sobbing young mother testified how she learned that her baby son was among the dead. Now, some dramatic pictures released Tuesday by the Utah Highway Patrol. This scene was captured by a video camera on the dashboard of a patrol car. It shows an officer trying to give a man a sobriety test when two passing cars slide out of control. No one was hurt, but as you can see, the white car narrowly misses the suspect. It is now 8:07. Time for the weather, and now.
Today's weather is brought to you by Kraft Salad Dressing. When it comes to salad dressing, every mom knows everybody's got a taste for Kraft.
Wow, that was just incredible video. But speaking of incredible, we've got stunt doubles of Matt and Katie here. And the chemicals in this body are worth millions. What's the deal here?
We're from New York City Technical College, from the Chemistry Club, and we're here to celebrate National Chemistry Week.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing to celebrate Chemistry Week?
We're here celebrating with Matt and Katie.
Well, that's great. And then, Katie, it's good to see you, too, and Matt. We like that. And the maple leaf, you like my tie?
Yeah.
Are you guys you're from Canada?
We're from Ontario.
What's your name?
Roma DeMeyer.
All right. Well, thank you for coming down. We appreciate
the
that.
best town in Ontario, Tilsonburg.
Tilsonburg.
Yeah.
Oh, go Tilsonburg. And we've got some young ones down here. Who's this?
This is Kaylee.
Yeah, Kaylee. How old is Kaylee?
She's 11 months.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Garden City.
And is this Kaylee's brother here? What's your name, young man?
Ben.
Ben? All right. Well, thanks for coming down. We appreciate it. Oh, you want to grab the microphone? Yeah. Is that another brother or sister?
Samantha.
Oh, you forgot about Samantha. Hi, Samantha. How are you? How old are you, sweetheart? 2. All right. Oh, a little shy. Let's check your weather, show you what's happening. And out west, we're looking at fog in Eugene, Palm Springs, 90, Pueblo, Colorado, where you get those free government booklets, 56 degrees, and 69 for our friends from Mars and Roswell. As we check the rest of the country, look for strong storms down through the Gulf Coast, wet weather up through the Mississippi Valley, clouds and snow in the great western Great Lakes. We're looking at lots of sunshine up and down the eastern seaboard, and the west as well, with some showers in the great northwest. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Well, we've got the fourth big accident of the day on the city's northeast side. This is a live look at 116th and Keystone, where the traffic is, well, it's slowed down quite a bit because of a wreck up there. As you can see, the line is there, so that may be an area that you want to avoid. Let's take a look what's going on around here. 36 degrees right now in Indianapolis, and there has been rain in portions of Illinois. That doesn't get here until late today or tonight, so the forecast partly to mostly cloudy and 50.
And you guys are from Texas, huh?
Yeah.
What's your name? What's your name?
Matt.
Okay, and where are you guys from in Texas?
Seymour, Texas.
Seymour, Texas.
Yeah.
Well, they've seen more of you. That works out pretty well. And you brought us something.
We brought you some suckers.
Oh, little Texas-shaped suckers. We like that. All right, thank you, folks. We appreciate it. Let's head inside to Katie.